Well, an update at Schiphol won't really be possible, so I'm doing one here at Toverland station, my first real train station here on this trip. It will be about 5 minutes from trains in Schiphol, and I have to move platforms, so that won't really be possible to vlog between those. So I'm doing it now. There you go. Well, we kind of had a hassle because the bus doesn't drive on Sundays and Saturdays, which is just insane for a park. But one of the staff members was there and also had a problem with the buses, so I've been taken with them to Toverland. It's kind of walk around the park because I was in the backstage area of the staff, but it's still very thankful because it's 1.5 hour walk from the old train station to the new entrance that is all the way over there near Troy and Phoenix. And I can see Phoenix run and Troy as well, and that's very nice to see because it took quite a while. I woke up at 30 past 5 and it's now almost 11 and I'm finally in the park. Well, outside the park, but close to inside the park it is. So I'm quite happy that we're finally here in one of my favourite theme parks in Europe. Well, I've not done a lot of in Europe, but it's still something, I guess. And it doesn't really look like a busy day. The first parking lot isn't even close to filled, so that's a very good sign. And we'll see some nice off-road footage of Troy and Phoenix later in the day. And I will see you then in the park and close to the entrance when that's done, I guess. Well, here we are. We're going first Troy, as that is the second best coast in the park. And walking into the park, I saw such a short line. It's basically a walk on, and maybe 1 or 2 rounds of waiting. So I'm quite excited for that. So we have just had 2 rides on Phoenix, the big behemoth, right there. And we had about a fist of room, and that was amazing. When you keep up your strength in the drop, it's relatively open on the first air tunnel right there, and you get the insane ejector, and that's very nice. And we're now walking to Troy, the wooden GCI coaster in this park, which is also very good. Which I like more than Phoenix now, because Phoenix has gotten a little bit rougher, but still quite smooth for a coast in the Netherlands. I'm kind of maintain loving, so I like very smooth, and this isn't very smooth anymore, but it's still a great coaster. Well, that has been quite a ride. We have had about 2 rides on Troy and 2 rides in Phoenix. So that's quite a lot, because the park is actually quite full of people, which we didn't expect, because it's not that great of weather. It's Sunday and the first weekend after summer holidays, so we thought everyone spent their money and are now empty, bankrupt. They can't get into a theme park. So. But that was really very well predicted. But still, like, waits around 20 minutes, so it's not a lot, and we'll make the best of our day. Ja. So we've just been on the Vekoma Rapids ride, and here's Davey swallowing a cookie, and we got a little bit moist, and we're now going to Troy for my 3rd ride of the day, and Davey and Tessa's ride, 2nd ride of the day. The queues here has been very short. For Troy we waited about 10 minutes last time. The queue, it's basically a walk, but the Toverland operations are very bad, very slow. Last time on Phoenix we had a guy that couldn't even press the gates open and closed, or close and open those trains at the right time. So you can really see that these people don't really have enough experience, and Toverland should really train them more. Well, we just had a ride on Whirlwind, and now we're going on Phoenix for my 3rd ride and for their 2nd ride, if the queue's quite short. Otherwise we'll just jump into the Whirlwind queue. Phoenix is the best B&M wing coaster I've ever ridden, and also the only B&M wing coaster I've ever ridden. And the theming is beautiful, but if you look very closely and you walk a bit from the side of the path, the big green wall of death and destruction. You have all this nice rock work here, very solid, but there's a big green wall behind it. And on this side it's not that bad, but on the other side of the building, it's like when you walk into the area you can really see it, and that's something they really need to fix. You can also see it very good on. You can also see it very wisely on the brake run of the coaster. There's the big green wall. That's something I really need to fix. Sorry, Toverland. Well, you British cocks have the Swan toilets, but we have Phoenix toilets. Yes, fully themed toilets with an 24/7 retard behind me that always follows me. That's the real Toverland experience with a big ass retard. Well, so Troy had a very long line, and this has no line, so we're doing we're doing Dwarful Winds. Yes, because it has no line. Interesting, isn't it? Artists. Also very nice in this part. I'm blue, I'm purple. I'm blue. Well, this has been a great time here at Toverland. There has been some kind of difficulties in the beginning with public transport, and they don't use the buses on Sundays and Saturdays, which is quite weird, to be honest. But still, we had an amazing day at this park, and it's still gorgeous. Look at that massive coaster there. It's my favourite B&M, and that's my favourite GCI. It's just kind of a hard pick to get here. Otherwise, I would have been here quite a lot. And the lack of flat rides. This park is amazing coaster-wise. You have the Max Spinner, the GCI, and the B&M Wing, Vekoma Booster Bike, and a Vekoma Family Coaster. But what I really like is flat rides. There are a few children's flat rides, there's a pirate ship, and that's it. There are a few play structures in there, but there isn't a lot more to it. There's a play structure right there. And Phoenix will be going and do his round while I end this vlog, because this has been our day. Well, just like I said, I quite enjoyed it, and public transport is quite a hassle. A person from Toverland picked me up. I'm very thankful for that, thank you. Because he also thinks it's a weird system. It doesn't really, it doesn't make sense. Why would you not drive the buses on Sundays and Saturdays, the weekends where most people are on school or work are here in the park? It's just weird, and during the weekdays they just drive. It's retarded, but it still doesn't matter. It's awesome that this park is still growing and is healthy, unlike some other parks wildlands. But goodbye and see you later.